pushed the button. Why isn't anything happening? Okay, that's not optimal. Okay, that's working now. What the Philly fuck is going on? I have no idea. Okay, now it's working. Wow. Restream's really having its issues this evening, let us say. But it all seems to be working now. Let's hope it keeps working. Good evening to those of you who have joined me. Hi, guys. I'm back. Howdy. Happy Valentine's Day. There she is, Eben Threnody. And we will continue where we left off yesterday. I've encountered my first day job location. I logged out here and got day job experience. Has something to do with the base. Monitor duty. Logging out in your supergroup base will grant you a power that will allow you to teleport back to your base. The more time spent logged out, the more charges you will earn, up to a maximum of 10. After 100 hours of logged out time, you will earn the Monitor Duty Day Job Badge. I need to defeat Ayach and researchers. Before I forget, let us set our notoriety correctly. And stop messing around. Although, frankly, me stopping messing around is a little on the unlikely side. I have to... Whoop! Don't die. I will get myself my XP bonus before I forget. Temporary powers, buffs, combat experience bonus, and... Okay. Want to double check and make sure that, given the earlier difficulties, no, it all seems to be working okay. Restream continues to seemingly function after giving me some issues earlier. It's fine though. That was not exactly where I wanted to go. Defeat Ayach and researchers. A vast and ruined metropolis sprawls out before you. All right, Orembega, I forgot. Imagine, if you can, my enthusiasm. You probably can't imagine it. It's pretty limited. Find the altered Umbra. Yeah, that's a very small map. Very large map, very small size of all the tunnels and whatnots. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's going to be just fine. Well, that's a level for me. I like levels, and I cannot lie. That's going to make me level 10, I think. I want to move in close to them, because we've got this nice AoE around us that does damage. We would like it to do more damage. So we'll get up close and personal with the bad boys. That heads that direction. We probably want to head into the direction that takes us deeper into the underground Circle of Thorns city, I suppose, of Orenbega. We will turn this way. This appears to be a dead end, but we will ensure ourselves of that. It is. Future expansion, you know. They plan on condos. And now, a big room. Find Altered Umbra. Well, it's a good thing that we don't have a large area or anything that we're trying to get around in. Let's change our shape briefly into a flying thing. And we will continue to work deeper into Orenbega, on the presumption that the deeper we go, the more likely we are to find the thing we're looking for. The essentially imprisoned Don't do it! He was going to try and blow himself up. We can't have that. That's a glowy plinth. That's a teleporty pole. He's threatening to blow himself up. I'll let him. It appears that my AE killed him. Poor feller. Good evening. I'm doing reasonably well. I hope your day has gone acceptable. I try not to set too high a bar, you know. Let's see. Well, we're still looking for the Altered Umbra. I missed. Stop missing. I will take a moment to regain my energy. As beating up the Circle of Thorns, it's tiring work. All right, I feel invigorated, or as close to invigorated as I'm likely to get. couple of clicky or non-clickies. This is where we just came through. All right. This, yeah, we did. There's also the up aboves. Ooh, nice, scary, cryptic inscriptions on their stonework. And we're headed out in this direction, all right. This is not good. That's gonna help. I better move in a hurry. Jeez, that was quite unpleasant. My inspirations are full. I'm filled with inspiration. Yeah, I created this character yesterday. It is a Warshade, which is one of the classes or specs or archetypes that was added later in the game. Basically, they are a symbiotic joining of a creepy critter called a Chaldean and a human. And I can show up in my more native form, which has a really disquieting number of tentacles. Far more tentacles, frankly, than I think it needs. I'm going to check that side, the eastern side of the room back here. The Warshade and Peacebringer, I think it is, are the two flavors of these alien symbiotes in the game. That looks like that ought to open up as a big door for something bad to come out of. And they were added, I think, at the exact same time that they brought in, on the villain side, these are both hero side characters originally. On the same time that they brought in, on the villain side, the Widow, Arachno's Widow, and Arachno's Warrior, Soldier, whichever it is, can't remember. The villain side ones are relatively straightforward. The hero side ones, the Peacebringer and the Warshade, play a little weird in that a lot of their power comes from when they're grouped. They get bonuses to things when they're grouped. And this room appears to have nothing of value or importance in it, so we will really quickly swap back into our alternate shape. It can fly, you know. A little faster for getting around. Back to here. As long as I don't, like, keep running into things. It can't be drunk driving because I just started drinking. And right now I am looking for, in essence, the magical Circle of Thorns have kidnapped the Chaldean essence from a human, separating the two of them. We've got, oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but it is what I did. Bad guys. Let's go ahead and fly back. Where is it? Where is it? Up there. The experiment has not yet failed. We can still capture Eben Threnody. That's me. I don't want to be captured. We have a guard and researcher Aok. Well, that's who I need to defeat. Good evening, Canucket, and you are obviously most welcome indeed. The algorithm appreciates it, and I appreciate it. It's a little hard to describe exactly what it is, but I'm sort of a tentacled symbiote that can cohabit with a human host and have way too many tentacles that way more tentacles than anyone realistically needs, you know? I mean, I think most people are fine with 1 tentacle, 2, sure. But when you get out into 6 or 8 tentacles, I think that's just showing off, really. Don't suppose I can do anything with that. Doesn't appear to be an actual teleporty thing. Mind you, I also get different abilities here. Well, this one's the same. I can cast Ebon Eye in either form. But in this form, I have basically no defenses at all. So this is a form that is very difficult to use if you're not in a group that's keeping everything's firm attention. And I assume to play it well, I would have to learn how to, when it was appropriate, to dip in and dip out. That is a teleport. That did not get me any place I couldn't have gotten to just by falling. We will try. I see a glowy over there. And because I have inherent teleport, I'll just teleport right to it. Defeat Aok and the research. I defeated Aok and the researchers. There was no sign of any other researchers around there. A conversation I had a while ago. It seems that Echo has beaten out Ms. Marvel for worst ratings. I'm not overly surprised. Well, I hate to break the news to you, but my understanding is, what is it? Mistress Webb is about to bust all the records. I believe that came out today. To a reception. Okay, well, okay, if you're going to differentiate it into Sony versus MCU, yes, because it's part and parcel of the Spider-Man milieu, even though Spider-Man is never mentioned in the movie. Ow. Ow. It is supposedly an astonishing mess. Did that hurt? That looked like that might have hurt. Good evening, Z. Welcome back. Been a bit. I have received my first merit reward. I now have 12 reward merits. I do want to take a sec, make sure that everything still seems to be working just fine. Yes, okay, it is. Restream was having some issues just before I started streaming, and even right as I started streaming, I had another minor issue. So I'm just making sure that Restream hasn't decided to throw up all over everything. The strange thing about this character is that whenever I walk into a room, I also get the sound of a gong. Not sure what causes it. Train to a new level of power. I will. Let's see. Ah, so we do get the other abilities that we have on our alternate form as abilities in the regular form as well. Got it. Dark Nova. What is Dark Nova? I didn't want... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Cancel. Ah, I did. Must not have trained up at level 9. Yes, I had. Okay, here we go. So, I need to actually see. Some of these are only used in my alternate form. So I currently have Shadow Blast, Ebony, and Shadow Bolt. So Bolt, Eye, and Blast. Bolt, Eye, and Blast. So we have Bolt, Eye, and Shadow Blast. Sure. Sure, why not, I say. I say that. And now... away I go. Now I should get... oh, I guess I leveled from 8 to 9. I thought I'd gotten from 9 to 10. Never mind. But I'll go ahead and blow a little bit more of my hard-earned influence. Wait. My hardly earned influence on an accuracy and a damage. Well, we'll sell the other stuff. Because it's just... it's cruft, you know? There we go. We will now manage an accuracy and a damage. Stamina. Enhance endurance modification. We're having little issues with the stamina. I think we can drop one in there too. Allowed enhancements for set categories. Enhance endurance modification. I believe that's the dark blue one. So, enhance endurance modification. Nectanebo's work. We'll throw that in too. That'll give us a bit more stamina regen. Approximately 17.5%. If my reading ability is correct. We'll now contact the a little bit too emo for words Shadow Star. Oh, there's level 10. I spoke too soon. I did get level 10. You have performed admirably, Eben Threnody. I have spoken with Magi, and they believe that they can free Altered Umbra from the crystal. Soon he and Lars Mendelsohn will reunite and be reformed as Shadowcatcher. The Circle's plans have been defeated, and I have organized some extra raids against the outcasts to dissuade them from participating in this sort of mercenary work again. We Warshades have already risked much, and have made many enemies. However, I do not despair. I do not spare at that thought, for when I see new Warshades like you among us, I know that any challenges will be faced and overcome. I'm a hero, you know. Warshades and peace. Eben Threnody, there is something I must talk to you about. Someone, a reporter, has gone missing. Her name is Lillian Issen, and I'm very concerned for her health. She was investigating the Void Hunters by looking into their connections with other groups. When she disappeared, she was investigating the Trolls. They might know what happened to her. I would like you to force any information they may have from them. You should be able to find them in Skyway City. Defeat 15 Trolls. Skyway City, I think, is a little high for my level. But now we will train to an actual training thing. Let's see. Starless Step, that's the teleport. Sunless Mire can drain essence of all nearby foes, increasing your own strength. Each affected foe will lose some hit points and add to your damage and chance to hit. We also currently have Orbiting Death, the best name in the game. Penumbral Shield, highly resistant to fire, cold, and toxic damage. Well, we don't need that immediately, I don't think. Endless Mire. Gravimetric Snare is basically a mez and damage. Or just a root and damage. It immobilizes. I'm not sure if it actually mezzes, in other words, prevents them from doing anything, or if it just roots them and damages them. I'm going to go with Sunless Mire. I'm going to move that there. We're going to move Sunless Mire there. I have gotten the Elite Buckshot Badge and the Protector of Innocence Badge. And I am probably going to be going through my endurance at an ungodly pace. Wait, where did I... Oh, I moved it over there. Oh, Sunless Mire is not, in fact, a clicky. Huh. That's a little disappointing. I thought it was a toggle. It's not. It's just a significant PBAOE. Okay. Slightly disappointing. This is a more nuanced class than most of the rest of them, where it's basically defense and damage. Skyway City North. Yeah, 10 to 14. I'm just 10, and I need to defeat 15 trolls. Which means I'll have to find the beaniest trolls. Now, I can maybe get a mission to get some trolls, and should get credit for that. Ganymede needs to talk to me at Pocket D. That is, I believe, the... oh, you see? That's the problem right there. That troll, that one troll, would annihilate me. His color, you'll note, is a color I call Pinkle. It's a pink-purple crossbreed. So I don't think I can realistically beat up the right kinds and numbers of trolls. Holy crap. They're all purple around here. Skyway City South is higher level. Let's see if we have any contacts that might be useful. Defeat trolls. Shauna Stockwell. Ask about available missions. The Separadine Ring. Yeah, okay. Sure. The Separadine Ring. Back to King's Row. A little more level appropriate for us. Got XP. It's Dark Sustenance? I have Dark Sustenance. That's not what I was trying to do. Chaldeans naturally thrive off the energy and essence of their teammates. Warshade's absorbing nature allows them to draw on the power of their teammates' power to increase their own. Your damage resistance will increase for each nearby tanker, mastermind, corruptor, or defender teammate. Your damage will increase for each scrapper, sentinel, stalker, brute, or blaster teammate. Each nearby controller or dominator teammate will grant you limited protection from control effects. Finally, each nearby Peacebringer Warshade or teamed Arachno Soldier or Widow grants you some resistance to attack time slow effects. You cannot put enhancements for this power. Right, so that's sort of the deal with the Warshades and Detective Freitag. Warshades and Peacebringers is that they're kind of designed as a class for multiplayer, for playing in groups. Interesting mechanic. Doesn't necessarily make for the best solo classes, you know? I have just gotten a police radio. Let's use it. All units, we have a missing persons report on a William Marshall. The Hellions may be involved. Whatever they want with him, William Marshall's in trouble. You are... Oh, okay, well, that was... I can break out of that. Maybe I can help him. Let's see. Members of the Trolls. I need to beat Trolls. Since I need to beat Trolls, let's take a mission that involves Trolls and see if we get double dipping credit for beating the living crap out of Trolls. Mind you, these are not internet trolls, specifically. They're more like live under the bridge and extort people for their money to cross kind of trolls. Word on the street is this is where the trolls is hiding. Where the trolls is hiding? Dr. Zondervan. Zondervan, Zondervan. Links oder rechts? Oh, I got this on the leg of my pants. That's gonna stain. We've got Trollkin. This one is named JRR. Sorry. I am such a funny guy. I've got a dozen. Really, that's about all. Out of curiosity, they do count as defeat for the defeat 15 trolls thing. I have found a cheesy workaround. This is not going well. I'm going to take a knee. Because if I don't take a knee, who will? Seriously, they almost killed me. Sent me to the hospital. This is superheroes. People don't die. At least ways not in any lasting fashion. Sploosh? Splish, splash. Okay, we are at the far end of the map. Well, there's the good doctor. Traeger. Trollkin Slammer. think I'm just going to let you get away, Traeger. I don't think so. Escape with Dr. Zonderverven. Hervenderman Skirmanbergen. But I want to actually, in this case, clear it out. Of course, you have heard me swear countless times about how I hate kill all missions, but in this case, I need to kill a few more trolls. So I need 7 more trolls. Another empty room. But one time I want a dozen mobs. I'm going to end up with 11. Just you wait and see. It's going to be 11. That's my prediction. Actually, we'll finish the connector here. That was it. That was it. Nothing that way. Okay, back here. Doc, you're in my way. Zondervan. Is that an actual name? Is that a name an actual person anywhere in the world has? I mean, even for the Dutch, that's a weird name. Oh, hi. This is not going well. This is not going well at all. I am almost certainly about to die. Wow. I was almost killed belatedly, I think. No, there's one of them left. That's bad, bad, bad. Oh, and he's a lieutenant. Yep, defeated. I could see that coming. Too many mobs, and one of them I didn't know was there. Alright, back to the hospital. While my character deals with the physical results, and I deal with the... Didn't mean to do that. Psychological results. Meant to do that. And that. I'm going to refill my cup because it runneth under. I'll be right back. My character was defeated for the first time. I blame each and every one of you for not saying, I know he can, I know he can, I know he can, enough times. Could have spoken it into existence, but you didn't. And I'm back again. Indeed. That's because, Vorp, I care enough to give the very best. Ladies and gentlemen, Vorpine, my one and only mod. Here to presumably provide some high-quality harassment at my expense. Everybody's got to have a gift. Good evening. Obviously, your arriving has caused a whole bunch of gongs to go off. Okay, maybe not entirely your arrival. In more than one ways. If you ever saw the Gong Show, you know what happened was the really bad people would get gonged off. I would qualify as one of the really bad people. I need to take a quick rest. There we go. I'm feeling much better now. Hopefully the doc is waiting where I left him, next to the troll. And we still need to see if there are any other trolls in here, because I don't think we're going to hit our target number of trolls. Well, it was more like the original America Has No Talent show in a lot of ways. We want to display how much non-talent America has. I think that's... Well, I don't know if it's the bad guy, but he's a bad guy. I think that's the one who sent me to the hospital. I sure hope the doc didn't go all the way back into the deeps and depths. He didn't. Good. Good. He's waiting for me at the intersection. Maybe there was another one? How many trolls have I defeated? I need one more troll. That's it. Just one more troll. And I think the cave... It's not quite... Ah! That's not the name. That's the rank. Since I only need one more, this is the one who, in fact, sent me to the hospital and has me feeling unconvinced that I'm cut out for this hero bit. That's all 15 defeated. All right, come on, Doc. Let's go. Escort quests. Escort quests. Hey, Nod Knox. And a happy VD to you. We've got more. Come on, Doc. Let's go. Doc? Don't you want to get away from the trolls? Pressure cooker at the dairy malfunction. Your wife lost 10 hours of her work. Oh. Yeah. The only thing worse than, work is work when you work and nothing useful comes out of it. Talk to Genevieve Sanders. Not yet, I don't think. Let's see. So, we automatically completed the radio mission when we got him out. And that mission is a contact? No. Well then, what am I doing for that mission? Show me more information. Who do I have to talk to? Task complete. You're able to persuade the defeated trolls to talk. I guess I have to go back to Shadow, whatever her name is. It's just so pretentious. I'm sorry. And more teleporting. Well, you can't critical hit every time. Burned yourself on the same device on the hand this time. Yeah, your weak is, at least it's thematic. You have burned yourself on 2 different parts of your body. And fortunately, none of them were genitals. I mean, you can't call that a complete win, but at least it's not a complete loss. I don't know if I'm going to the right place. I'm confuzzled. And it's not even the booze. Yet. Okay. Complete the... I completed. The trolls may not have... The outcasts are worse, and the council too. This keeps getting worse. Oh, am I supposed to go some other place for this mission then? Fight outcasts for information. Any outcasts will do. Okay, that's why I didn't see that. We defeat 15 outcasts. Do we have outcasts here? I don't think we do. Hellions? We have Hellions. And skulls. Well, yeah. It's something... Well, I mean, you can't really call it a silver lining. Because silver is valuable. But it's a lining, so at least the cloud isn't, like, dripping on you. It's not much. Pardon me for a moment. I have to tactically bust out the City of Heroes book. Prisoners, outcasts. Steel Canyon and Boomtown. So realistically, Steel Canyon, we'll track them down in Steel Canyon. I am off to Steel Canyon south. Bling Lord Lens. That's my next City of Heroes character, for sure. Now look, the first one I tab onto is freaking orange difficulty. So he's what, a level higher than me and a lieutenant. Oh good, and like some reds. Those are red Nazis too. Red difficulty. They're not like dressed in red. Well, yes, but I might have just been saying that. Outcast Initiate Slammer. Okay, outcasts. I need to defeat 15 of these assholes. There's 4 of them. 4 is a large number. Wait, what? That's the Sunless Mire. Okay, we're going to come over here. We're going to pop this. We're going to pop that. We're going to pop that. Pop back out of that. And we're still going to get our ass kicked. All right, well, that answers that question. Did I not exit? They didn't get me. Oh. Thank you so much. I knew you'd come. No, I wasn't even breathing hard. Old joke. Really old joke. And it can be hard to decide what he is going to be about. Well, it's hard for all of us to decide what we're going to be about. Would you rather walk to school or carry your lunch? Well, that was the first time I went into a fight and popped into and out of bad guy form. Or alternate body shape form, I should say. Not a bad guy. I mean, I was a Nictus, which are the bad guys, but I'm no longer a Nictus. I'm now a Warshade. I'm one of the good guys. Knocked Fist. Those guys are level 15s. I don't want to mess with them. I'll mess with these guys, because they're my level. And I'll try my... Alright, that hit pretty good. I like that. Well, certainly the superheroes are all about branding. I have to agree with you on that. You didn't run away fast enough, loser. I need 10 more outcasts. And not the Pinkle Nazis. More Nazis. More outcasts. I wonder if the outcasts feel bad that the Nazis around here are much higher level than them. It's like these guys are the, you know, budget brand villains. Oh, you use a knife on me? I use my fists on you. Repeatedly. Painfully. Really? Dude, come on, man. What kind of gangbanger are you running away? You know, self-respect? He has no self-respect. You're going to come back and get some? You're just going to keep running. Maybe he's just going to keep running. I'm not sure. I'm sure he's going to come back as soon as I attack something, though. Well, let's try and get rid of the Volt first, then. You're a Volt! That implies you have electrical powers. You're using a freaking machine gun? What on earth is wrong? Is there no pride amongst the gangsters anymore? Used to be you could count on a gangster to try and be tough. Independent, strong. Not a cowardly gun wielder when you've got electrical magical powers. Alright, I've got my health back. I've got my health. Give me a respite, please. Come on down. And before I forget, let's go ahead and use the Inner Inspiration, which every like 30 minutes can be used to give you 3 inspirations. And 2 of these appear to be of the valuable brand that I can turn around immediately and sell in the auction house. That's a Resurgence. Currently selling for 6,025 influence. It has sold. And the other is Uncanny Insight. Currently selling for 30,000. Nice one. I like that. Now, the nice thing about it is you can put it up for a lower amount. And if there's a current bid at the higher value, you get 30,000. That right there was a quick 34,000 influence, basically increasing my net worth by about 50%. Now, I have spent some to... There's way too many outcasts there in one location. Oh, nice. See, that's nice. We just have the one here. Is this the same guy who ran off? I think it is. And he's running off again, so I'm going to double down on that and say he almost certainly was. Is there a hero there over there fighting those guys? Or they're chasing somebody. Oh, they chased him, and whoever he was, he isn't anymore. They kicked his ass. Sea bass. Missed the start. What would you do to get the inspirations? Just recently noticed that you can buy any SO enhancement for a measly 1 merit each. Well, what I did is one of the things that you can get from the pay-to-win vendor, which, if anyone here is not familiar with it, is the stuff that used to be available to subscribers after the game went free-to-play. Now that it's free-to-play for everyone, you can get almost everything off the free-to-play vendor for free. The rest you have to purchase with the in-game currency of influence. There's an item called something inspired, inner inspiration, and every 30 minutes, I believe it is, you can click on it, and it will give you 3 random inspirations. And 2 of the ones I got were of the largest variety, and what was it? The accuracy one sold for 30,000 influence, and the heal one sold for 4,000 influence. And hey, we've got more friends. And did another one of them run off? Hey, he came back. Now he's turned. I look up and he immediately turns away and runs again. I gotta say, I am not impressed with the outcasts' morale. They seem to be cowards, for lack of a better word. Also, the merits can be used to buy, I don't remember the name of the item, but you can buy a stack of them for a merit, and I believe they sell for like 30,000 for the stack. No, 60,000 for the stack. So they can also be used to, the merits can also be used to buy items you can sell in the auction house, and I think get more than one of the SOs. But then I could have my values mistaken, as I'm old and I forget things. Well, are we going to get like all 6 of these guys again? Probably. They look like they all pricked up their ears. Well, at least one of them is unhappy with me because he shot bullets at me, and we got 2 of them coming. 3 of them coming. Too many of them coming. All right, we're gonna hit him with our fists of fury. I found a clue. I have my first tip. And I'm not even a rabbi. Access the AH from anywhere. Yeah, just /AH will open the auction house. /AH. Boom. Auction house. You can see I just sold the Uncanny Insight for 30,000. I need to get some health back. How are we doing on beating up? We finished beating up all of the required outcasts. I could beat up some more just because they, deserve it. Back to Shadow Star. Oh my god. So emo. So, Broken Storm has Lillian. No doubt he seeks revenge for the last time his schemes were foiled by a warshade. I thank you, Eben Threnody, though I will soon need to ask a greater favor of you once more. Oh, Lillian, what did you get yourself into? The reporter Lillian Issen is still being held by the outcasts. They plan to cash the bounty on her head to the council and take their payment in quantum guns and mercenaries. Quantum guns suck. Just want to be clear on that. Quantum guns suck. They hit Warshades and Peacebringers super duper hard. I know I've already asked much of you, but now I must ask even more. Eben Threnody, I must ask you to rescue Lillian from the outcast before the council takes her. The outcast leader, Broken Storm, has crossed paths with we Warshades before. He will no doubt be looking forward to a chance for revenge. Remember, however, that your goal is to find Lillian, or to find out what has become of her. Sure, that's my goal. Definitely my goal, I guess. Sure, why not? She's in Skyway City. Well, allow me to teleport. This is Homecoming. This is definitely Homecoming. They are all well populated. This is the least populated of the servers. Currently, 2 of the servers have 100% XP bonus to try and convince new players to come there. Those 2 are Reunion, which I believe is the EU server, and Indomitable. 2 of the servers are on no XP bonus, and the third, I believe, has a 50%. The 2 that are on no XP bonus are the most populated, Everlasting, which is the roleplay server, more or less. That's the server I have most of my characters on. And Excelsior. Excelsior is the most crowded. So yes, the servers are quite populated. They're so populated, the population especially boomed when the licensing was made, what, a month ago now? 3 weeks, a month? Was announced. Skyway City, pardon me, one sec. Yeah. Thanks for the information. Also, do you know what the fortune and mutation buffs from the same category do? I don't actually know. I feel shame, and I must commit Sudoku. So yes, this is definitely Homecoming, and yes, the servers are populated. Especially the 2 busiest. When you log in, you'll see they have a little population meter, and they're all at 2 or 3 pips. 2 is yellow, 3 is red. Previously, before the announcement was made, at least 2 of the servers were showing a single pip. Well, B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name-o. Is it a building? It's a building and not a sewer. I am enjoying my standard tipple. Well, it's standard for me. It's a non-standard tipple. You fill up a glass, although this is actually a plastic, with ice. Add a little vanilla vodka, a splash of cream, and then fill with the root beer of choice. If you are a non-American viewer, you may never have had root beer, and it is frequently referred to by my European friends as vile. However, most Americans, at least of my era, a summer treat would be a root beer float, which is vanilla ice cream and root beer. And so this is essentially an adult version of a root beer float. This place used to be a commodities broker. Now, a much grimmer kind of deal is about to occur here. And I appreciate the use of the word young without ironic quotes. yeah, if you're a root beer float drinker, then I can feel pretty safe in recommending you might want to try this particular beverage. That's another level for me. Now, I came up with this one on my own, but I'm sure a great many other people throughout the years have made something similar. Many years ago, while having a really limited supply of choices in the house, a couple of beverages I threw together to try. One of them, and I came up with good names for both of them. The first one was Diet Dr. Pepper with vodka. Perfectly nice. I called that one the Skinny Zhivago. And the other was tequila and Diet Dr. Pepper. That was not as successful an experiment. That one was called the Mexican Malpractice. Store that sells 150 import sodas going to pick up root beer and try it with ice cream. Nice. If they have a selection of root beers, I would go with A&W, as that's the classic American root beer for a root beer float, I would say. I diet because I prefer to take my empty calories in the form of pure alcohol. So that's why I go diet. I've been losing weight for the last extensive period of time. And so if I'm going to screw up my diet, I prefer to screw it up, with the alcohol instead of with the soda. And I am willing to screw it up, obviously. Yeah, A&W is what I'm currently drinking. Diet, again. Same reasons. Do I hit them both? I get to hit them both. Heck, outstanding. No. Although, if I was given a choice and said you get a free cheat day, you can eat whatever you want, but you can only either have savory stuff or sweet stuff, I would definitely go with the savory. Pardon me, sir. Invention salvage found. Also, Nod Knocks, if you've gotten any rare salvage, like, say, this Lament box, if you're not aware of it, again, I'll bring up the auction house. I can't, I'm in an instance. The rare stuff will sell for upwards of 300,000 or 400,000 influence. Something to be aware of. Mixed vanilla crown liquor, chocolate liquor, and Sprite, affectionately known as ditch water. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. I like the name ditch water. Not attractive, but then I don't imagine it necessarily looked very attractive either. Oh yeah, you would have to be careful with it. That same thing's going to happen with a number of the various creme liqueurs. I worked with a guy who he was a gay guy, and he enjoyed making the straight people feel a little bit uncomfortable by ordering them cum shots, which I believe is a Tawaka and Bailey's. And it also has, basically, it sort of separates as well. So a lot of the sort of cream liqueurs will separate unless you are careful to mix. He was also unusual in that he was 29, gay, and a grandfather. He told us about that on his 29th birthday while we were all enjoying a good evening's beverage. Yes, it does stand. He did have a sense of humor. Alright, we're trying to locate Lillian Issen. Oh, Eben Threnody, huh? Well, that's two with one lightning bolt. And that's Broken Storm talking. So we're going to kick his ass in a minute. Not immediately, because... Hey, he can fly. He can touch the sky. Since we're going to be fighting the big bad, I'm going to take a moment, grab a knee, make sure I'm all healed up and ready to proverbially rock and roll. Although you really wouldn't want me to rock and roll. We have an initiate, and we have Broken Storm. I've been waiting for this, Eben Threnody. He's been waiting for this. He's been waiting. I don't think he was waiting for this part, though. I found a clue, but I didn't locate her, so she's... Don't suppose she's in the snacks box. Shit. She's not in the snack machine. We've got to locate. We have to locate Lillian. Is Lillian still alive? Did they kill Lillian? I hear thrumming. I'm going to hit them both with one set of punchies. I hear thrumming. Not in that direction. Ooh. That's a small box. If Lillian's in there, that's not a great sign. Nope. Okay. Lillian may still be okay. She wasn't in the box. 4 of them, huh? Got him. I don't know. I didn't find Lillian. All I found was the box. Out we go. It's empty. We can't have that. Well, we could, but I certainly don't want to. Work on my part. All right, 2 more jumps. There we go. They already have her? They must not know who she is, or else Arakan would have contacted me to gloat. This Archon Conway must not know the truth. You have my thanks for even going this far, Eben Threnody, but I'll have to ask for more help. I cannot make a move to save Lillian Issen from the Council myself, lest I give away her secret and put her further in danger. You see, Lillian Issen is my daughter, and the next in line to become Shadowstar. That sounds a little weird, you know. Waiting for your mom to die so that instead of like inheriting her house or the car, you can inherit her extraterrestrial critter to cohabit in your body. That's just beyond maternal loyalty. My daughter, Lillian Issen, has been taken captive by the Council. She was investigating the Void Hunters, and the Council took notice. Fortunately, it seems that they do not know that Lillian is my daughter, and this gives us a chance to rescue her. I cannot act myself, or they might suspect the connection with me, and she would never be safe again, so I must again ask you for help. Eben Threnody, I must ask you to rescue my daughter from the Council. Right. Steel Canyon, then. And while I'm catching the train, I need to refill. My cup runneth under. We're back. Okay, we have to defeat Conway and his men. He's at the far end of town. I'm going to catch to Steel Canyon North. Like that. And he goes from being a mile away to being 71 yards away. Much faster, even than teleporting. The Council. For those of you not up to date on your City of Heroes lore, the Council is a group of Nazis that was secretly controlling the Fifth Column, another group of Nazis in the U.S. Once the Fifth Column was mostly taken apart and realized the reason for it was that they'd been under the control of the Council. Ever since then, the Fifth Column and the Council have been fighting it out. So we've got two groups of Nazis, but at least they have the common decency to hate each other. Well, there was one to the right and one to the left. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Oh, God, it's a big map. Penumbra rifle, nebula rifle. This the right way? This is the right way. Probably. This is probably the right way. I shouldn't say it is. It probably is. It's Eben Threnody. Attack. Hey, how did you guys see me? I don't see you. You guys are like way off in the distance somewhere. All I can see is your speech bubbles. Oh, well, I mean, him I can see more than the speech bubble. It's Eben Threnody. I'm kind of famous. Seems like they know who I am. Reputation, you know. And this appears to be a dead end. So this entire part of the tunnels was a dead end to one guy who had the poor fortune he really should have pulled like the guy working for what was it in the second Avengers movie. No, second Iron Man movie, I think. When Iron Man, like, holds up his hand with the thing revving up, and the guy sets down his gun and goes, I don't even like working here. All right, we got left or right. I can't believe there's anything to the left, except maybe some unnecessary fights. Catch. I think he caught. He definitely caught. No, at least he was just sort of like repositioning himself to get a better shot. He wasn't running away like those freaking gangbangers. There's at least 4 of them. Here, that way is a pointless dead end at best. The general rule, always go deeper, is not just about sex, it also applies to mission maps in City of Heroes. Did I say that out loud? This appears to be another dead end. This is one of the many reasons we love cave missions. That was sarcasm. If you're not sure when I'm being sarcastic or not, I can provide you one useful guideline. If my lips are moving, it's sarcasm. Hi, Nebula Elite Rifle. Reporting in, sector clear. It's Eben Threnody. I guess it wasn't clear, huh? I'm under attack by more of them than I'm comfortable with. Eat fist, Nazi. Oh, that's interesting. The only way over there is in the elevated area. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. I have to defeat Conway and his men. I sure hope that it's not a kill-all mission. They've got a box. Oh, he's got a quantum gun. No wonder. I didn't realize we had any quantum gunners around. Okay, I'll have to keep my eye open for the quantums now. You'd be fine with a kill nearly everyone? But Steve mission? It depends on Steve. I mean, generally, I would be okay with it, except that Steve's kind of a dick about it. I want to be clear, not everyone named Steve is a dick. I can safely say that because I've never met everyone named Steve. This room appears to be empty except for all the bad guys I had to beat up. I mean, you know, the real prize was the bad guys we beat up along the way. This appears, on first glimpse, to be a dead end, but I'm not convinced. What I am going to do to make the finding out a little bit easier is I'm going to turn into tentacle-shaped boy, or girl, technically, and investigate every crook and nanny. I'm beginning to think that, in fact, there is no way in or out of here. Well, other than the way we came in. And it will probably be going out. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, so much for that. We can go ahead and drop our tentacles for more normal human limbs. And this, I just didn't even realize this was here. I stumbled into it. I thought this was the exit. It wasn't. It was the go deeper. 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 First, we hit him really hard. And then we miss him a bunch. Then we get shot. I really hate cave maps in this game. Always did. Still do. Just got done watching the new Marvel movie, Madam Web. It was okay, a little misleading in spots. You say it was okay? That's the best review I've heard of it yet. Now, I haven't been exhaustive in looking around. but it has not been generously received by the critics so far. Now, to a degree, we have kind of maybe come to expect too much from our superhero movies, because for so long, they were so good. Mostly, anyway. Erase files. I'm erasing the files. I'm assuming this is running wireless because this is a cave. I still need to find Lillian Issen and free her. I really, really, really hate the cave tile sets in this game. Have I mentioned that? How much I detest the cave tile sets. Loathe them. Despise them. Oh, look! A dead end. Loathe and despise. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna... So you don't think they rock. We get it. Knock knocks. Apologize to everyone. They don't deserve that. A cogent argument can be made that I deserve that. They don't. I say bad jokes in here all the time. I deserve what I get. But these people are innocent. Well, thank you very much. Been watching my VODs. Saw I was live. Thought you'd check out the stream. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching the VODs. Thank you for dropping by. I hope your Wednesday hasn't sucked. I'm an old man. I try to put a possible, if not likely, spin on things. Not sucking is pretty good. So I still need to find Lillian. I'm still not convinced that there's no other way out of this room. But I'm going to check everywhere else and then end up coming back here and finding that I missed something, because of course I am. You are a child! Ah, a mere infant! Lucky you. If I've got 20 years on you, you're in pretty good shape. I certainly, if you're going to play some COH with your wife, first of all, gaming wife. Second of all, City of Heroes. Yeah, you're living a good life. All right, again, I have to try and find my way out of this stupid room. I hate these tile sets so much. Oh my God, these things are so terrible. Why must they? No, not that way. That's the wrong way. That's the way you... I just hate these freaking tile sets so much. The game would have been so much better without them. I hated them then. I hate them now. It is interesting that as much as we get the unrivaled amount of nostalgia vibes from the game, it would be easy to forget how much I hated these. You concur? Cave maps have been the worst thing in, yep, City of Heroes since 2004. I think these ones are even worse than the Circle of Thorns cave maps, which are also really bad. All right, that joins back up. They're just not fun. They don't serve a useful purpose in the game, as best I can determine. They remove fun from the game. They lessen the fun. No, that wasn't where I wanted to go. That's nothing that way, so this is going to come back into here, where we've already been, presumably. Alright, now we're here. There's just too much open space over here for me to not missed something somewhere. Maybe. They're the underground maps with sort of the mystical, magical setup, sort of a Mesoamerican looking theme with teleportals. I think the ones that put you in a cell if you're defeated are Arachnos. Or maybe like Council / Fifth Column. Well, I think I've covered everything in here and I haven't found fucking Lillian. So, yeah, this is exactly why I hate these maps so much. Alright, nothing there. We go over here. That joins up. We come over here. So, if there are any children watching this evening, you will have to forgive the old man who is probably about to begin cursing in a fashion that will blister your soul. Sorry. It's nothing you did. You're not the problem. There's a developer or designer at Cryptic Studios some number of years ago. 15? Something along those lines. Who is desperately in need of a sustained and serious beating. Well, this would be the wall, most likely to have a gap in it if there was anything further in that direction. Oh my God. Why? Why? Why must they hate freedom so much? And this is going to be frustrating for you guys to watch as I'm trying to go through every little nook and cranny. And I'm going to be swearing. And you're going to be swearing because I missed something that you saw and I didn't. And this is just how you make a game suck. Is this kind of needless bullshit. That goes there. There's just no reason for it. That's the thing that drives me crazy. What sort of gamer does this benefit? Which of the various large number of gamer types has anything positive about this to say? Now I can't even find that passage that I stumbled over previously. that led out that direction. Right, that's me looking in that direction. Is it over here? Yeah, I think so. All right, this was the room where I found the clicky, but I did not find the person we're looking for. I'm doing reasonably well, although if I suddenly seem to have lost the ability to talk, there we are. Found it. It will be because this game has given me an aneurysm. Because of the fucking cave tile set. And the actually evil dev at Cryptic responsible. Who should be retroactively refired. The company spun off City of Heroes long ago. Cryptic should still send the guy a termination notice. Hi. Not worked up about it at all. Another Warshade on Issen's trail. What connection does she have to them? Oh, he's a quantum. He's got to go. The quantum weapons are extremely bad news. All right, Archon Conway. I'm less afraid of him than I was of the Quantum. The Quantums have a special weapon against Warshades and Peacebringers that are awful. Really bad. And so he had to go in a hurry. I'm going to quickly use that again. That one may be sellable. Hi, guys. Yes, I'd like to free her from your Nazi hands. I hate that mission. I hate it so much. Flames on the side of my face. That's a movie reference. We'll contact Shadow Star. Oh, God. My daughter is safe, thanks to you, and for that, I'm forever in your debt. However, what she found out is disturbing indeed. The Council now knows the identity of every Peacebringer in the city and plans to target them. If the Peacebringers fall, we will soon follow. But how to stop them? The information my daughter uncovered is important beyond words. If the Council knows the true identities of all the Peacebringers, they're certain to draw plans against them. Sunstorm must be given this information at once. I'm off to talk to Sunstorm and tell him that his kind are threatened. Back to AP. Well, we'll train up, and then we'll talk to Sunstorm. Hi, Miss Liberty. How you doing? Let's see. That's the teleport. Teleport. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Oh, that's a teammate or foe. Teleport. Oh. Gravity shield. We can probably add a couple more to that, I think. Let's see. Shadow Bolt seems like a good choice. And another into stamina, I think. No. Both of them into stamina. I am going to grab one more of those. Oh, dear me. 3% of my net worth down the tubes. That's fine. It's fine. I can manage. Oh, we've got a bunch of stuff we can sell, too. Cool. Cool. Any of this usable by us? Mobilization, no. Level 9, no. Everything the rest of it is level 9s and 10s. So we'll sell it all, and we'll get back more than what we just paid. Significantly. We'll go ahead and blow it on, get another one of those. Endurance buffs. Less likely to have to kneel after a couple of fights. Manage, put it back in there. So we're currently 45%. Nice. We'll hoof it here for a bit. You know, a little exercise never hurt anyone. Actually, that's not true. I ran cross country in high school. That hurt a lot. I wrestled in high school. That hurt a lot, too. Thank you for bringing this to us, Eben Thrinity. Let me see the list. This is bad. They're actually missing some of our newer Peacebringers, but this is still too much information. We had several Peacebringers go renegade and side with the Council recently. They planned to start a war between us and the Warshades. We put a stop to that, but it looks like they got more than we thought from the rogues. This list would fit what they would know. This section of test scenarios is really troubling. They're probably targets for test assassinations. I can pull in everyone at risk, but some of them are in the field, and I don't know if I have enough people. Eben Thrinity, I'm going to need your help. Could you warn one of the at-risk Peacebringers? Her name is Free Flight, and she's investigating the Vazalok. According to the list, this is one of the prime test subjects. Okay, but I hate the Vazalok. I hate cave tile sets. I hate the Vazalok. I hate the Tsu. I hate Dollface. I'm kind of sick of Twin Shot. I'm a sour old man. Skyway City. Well, first of all, I think we'll go to King's Row and finish off the mission we've got there. How about that? Teleport! King's Row. Definitely have to say that it's slower leveling on this character than, well, either of the last two. But that's not really surprising. Mission. Genevieve Sanders. She's over yonder. I mean, as an example, the claws scrapper I made. Claw's regen scrapper I made was kind of a beat stick, so... Clue found. I need to defeat 10 skulls, fine. We'll do that. I also have a couple of tips I think I can follow. After I beat up the skulls, of course. Hi! Don't mean to interrupt your fisticuffs, Death Doll. Is that Miss Doll? Ms. Doll? Or do you prefer just Death? Catch. Bzzzt. I don't know about you, but I always enjoy a good, healthy bzzzt. Getting a couple of resists added in on my defense would probably be wise as well. Oh, that must have hurt. He fell over. And he's not getting up. One to go. One skull to go. I think fists. And then some bzzzt. Okay. Pay Toothbreaker Jones a visit. I'm sure he's very nice. I'm sure he welcomes visitors. Perhaps with a Sprite and a bowl of Jordan almonds. Do they even make Jordan almonds anymore? I have no clue. Take down Toothbreaker Jones. Operation. Hi, guys. Hey! Oh, look. More skulls. I missed. Oh, and more of them are coming to play. Hi! Running away, are you? That's kind of cowardly. What is it with the gangsters running away? I'm a big, tough gang guy. I have a gun and I have a Death's Head nickname. And why am I running away? Because I'm a coward. He might hurt me. The weird lady might hurt me. Who in the... The other one come running back yet? Yeah, he did. Maybe not a tactically wise maneuver, but... Stay here. What the hell's going on out here? I'm beating the crap out of all your people. Must be upstairs somewhere. Let's take a quick knee while I enjoy a sip of my adult leisure beverage. Let's take the elevator. It goes up. I mean, otherwise, if it went down, it wouldn't be an elevator, it'd be a descender. I missed a whole bunch of times. If I ride an ascender and then go home the same way, that would be a fall from grace. I guess we probably should ask Lucifer. He'd be the kind of the knowledgeable source. I myself don't know much about grace. Other than it's supposed to be amazing. At least if you listen to that old spiritual. Ow! Alright, this has gone bad. In a hurry. Awful lot of lieutenants around. And I missed again. Him? Really? Trying to run away? I found a clue. And next up is Toothbreaker Jones. Another level for me. How delightful. Mission complete. Also delightful, but a little less delightful. The most diplomatic mode of transport. What is the most diplomatic form of transport? 1 second, please. What have I hit? Oh, that's not good. Oh, there we go. One second. So I'm going to say that the most diplomatic mode of transport is a hearse. Everyone's treated equally. The de-escalator. Well, no, you've got the escalator here and the de-escalator. Oh, I get it. Yeah, de-escalate. Okay. Yeah, I'll buy that. Dark detonation. You hurl a blast of dark matter that violently explodes on impact, damaging all foes near the target. All affected targets have their attack rate and movement speed slowed. Some foes may be knocked down. Well, I would like a dark detonation, please. And I now have a dark detonation that has been added to my collection of things that I have. And I hate to tell you, but my cup's empty again, and I can't have that. Is that simple? Sucking on ice cubes provides no discernible euphoric effect. And they taste like water. So I'm having to do a little bit of rejiggering of my schedule for next week. As I had forgotten, I am running a tabletop role-playing game for friends on Monday, so I don't think I'll be streaming on Monday. I now have Dark Detonation, which sounds pretty imposing, gotta say. Let's see, we have this, which is a second wind. So if I check the auction house for second wind, currently selling for a minimal, 8271, but that's fine. So we'll put mine up for 8,000. Post, and it sold, and I got the full amount, 8271. And as a point of curiosity, I also have the rare piece of salvage, the Lament box. So if I go over here, and I close up Inspirations, and I go to Salvage, Invention Salvage, and we scroll all the way down to the Lament box. By the way, the Lament box comes from Hellraiser, Clive Barker's story/movie. The Lament box is the Le Marchand box that you open, the Lament configuration. And it's currently selling for 300,000. So I drag that here. I say 290,000, and it should still just sell for immediately. It's currently selling, and it's sold. 300,000. I now have sufficient influence to keep my character kitted out for the indefinite future. rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Not really all that rich, but, you know, for a low-level character, it's not bad. Task complete. Wow, that's going to make an amazing story. Eben Threnody takes down Separadine Den and busts the leader. Saves innocents from the skulls. Unfortunately, Jones is just one of several pushers in the area. Taking him down put a dent in the skulls' profit margins, but I have a feeling that now that you've pushed the skulls, they're going to shove back. Watch yourself out there. They'll be gunning for you. And I need to talk with Genevieve again, who, according to her, didn't realize that she was about to set me up, which she is about to do, by the way. Gives me an address. I'll come back to that later. Right now, we're going to go back to the other mission. We're going to find and warn Free Flight in Skyway City. Skyway City North, I think we'll go with. .72 miles. Let's try south. Wrong way. Presumably, we'll be closer than we were. Yes. It's 3/4 of a mile. Now it's 250 yards. Is it a sewer again? No, I don't think so. Next level down, I guess. Oh, we've got the Lost there. Yep, 2 levels down, I guess. Lots of Lost around. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Ouch. Ooh, I got a cramp. Hold on. Ow, ow, ow. Not actually. It's a cave. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go run some hot water and lay down and open my veins. That was a joke. I want to be clear. I will be in no means have no intent on self-harm, to which it was meant to be an overstatement of disappointment, anger, and frustration. It's a joke. Free Flight went into the caves to investigate the Vasilok. Oh, yeah, the Vasilok. I hate them so much. It's not as huge a map, so that we've got that going for us. It's not as big a map as the last cave map was, but it's the Vaz, and we don't like them. We have to find the hostage and free them. Splash. Ah. Yeah, we've got A-bombs. Ooh, ooh. Gotta say, I'm not impressed. The dark destructination thing didn't appear to do... I don't want to say all that much. It didn't appear to do much at all, really. It's... Barf, barf, barf. You guys are really gross. You know, spitting is kind of a gross juvenile thing. Vomiting as a form of attack just seems downright awful. Yeah, the vase, really easy to deal with its regen. You get 15% damage reduction versus toxic. That certainly is going to help. What do you mean the assassin returned to base? We have a warshade in here. Who said that? Nebula Archon. Nebula Archon. And, oh, a Reaper Quantum Gunner. He's got to go first. We do not like quantums. Quantums are the worst. Has run away. Well, there's Freelight. That's a hostage. Now I need to find Freelight. There were assassins. They cut Freeflight down right in front of me. Well, that's just not right. That's not the sort of thing a person does. Of course, we're dealing with the Vasilok, so we're dealing with the undead. And we're dealing with the Nazis, so potato, potato. Everybody in this scenario is pretty awful. Nazis. Undead. Next one. Next intersection. Oh, that looks like a body bag. That's a body bag. That's not a good look. Yeah, that's bad. Well, I mean, it's not bad for me. Mission's complete. It's probably bad for the person in the body bag. We only need space pirate zombie Nazis now. Good evening, Justin. Yeah. Space pirate zombie Nazis. Space pirate zombie ninja pirate Nazis. I think I even added an extra pirate in. I'll try it again. Pirate zombie ninja Nazis. There we go. Contact Shadowstar. That name. Do not feel that Freelight's death was your fault. Well, of course I don't. She was dead when I got there. Many more would have died without your work, and my daughter would be at the mercy of the council. I have been speaking to Sunstorm, and we have been developing a plan to handle the situation. We will likely need to call on you again to implement it. Of course you will. Jeez, can you die? Can you, the two of you do anything other than have emo names? I've been speaking with Sunstorm, and we've developed a plan to counter the council's list of known peacebringers. The problem is that none of us peacebringers will be able to carry it out. They're all either too well known to the council or not powerful enough to accomplish the task. Therefore, I'm asking you for your help to confound the council. Well, who doesn't enjoy frustrating Nazis? The plan is in two parts. First, we need you to capture a specific council computer engineer, a man named Ernie Stover. He's currently examining a potential site for a new council base beyond Boomtown. Stover has access to the council's database and can provide us with access we need for the next part of the plan. Take the train to the area where he is and search for him there. Take the train. You realize I'm a superhero, right? I have teleportation and stuff. take the train? It's so plebeian. Did I just go the wrong way? I'm pretty sure I did. I did. All right. Is it possible to change secondary power on Homecoming? I'm not sure I like what I chose. I don't think so. I think your choice sticks for both. Keeping in mind that City of Heroes is an old school game, the idea of sort of a complete character overhaul like that would not have been in their design under most circumstances. The section of the city's in ruins from the war, the perfect place for the council to hide a new facility. Yeah, I'm not. It's possible. It is available on some of the other servers, but I don't think so here. And I'd be surprised if it was anywhere. That's kind of a foundational thing that would require some rooting around pretty deep into the code. I need to capture Lieutenant Ernie Stover. I'm not exiting. Stop. And since I have to find him, I am going to swap into my tentacled flying shape. Doesn't everyone get one of those? I mean, in real life, don't you have a tentacled flying shape? My brain is telling me that he's like back here up against the wall. Or possibly a little in front of sort of the middle, back of the wall. We're searching for Ernie Stover. Oh, they've got quantums. I hate them already. If I didn't hate them enough for them being Nazis, they've got quantums. For those of you not up on the latest and greatest, hey, Ernie! A quantum has a particular type of gun which hits really, really, really stonking hard on my species. Would not recommend. Ernie? If I'm captured, it would compromise our entire network. You have to get me to safety. Yeah, Ernie. The thing is, there's 3 more of them over there, and we don't want to mess with more than is necessary. Come on. Nice kick. Ow. All right, we got Ernie taken care of. They did down-tune quantums on Homecoming. I'm not sure. The first time I ran into them, they hit really hard. Quantum is promoted by... Oh, no, not that kind of quantum. There are certain pseudo-scientists who love to throw the word quantum around, clearly displaying how little they understand about quantum mechanics. Yeah, all I know is that they hit really hard against at least the Warshades and presumably also the Peacebringers. Like, really hard. Ouchie, ouch. So yeah, they may have tuned them down. They may have hit much harder in the past, but they hit plenty hard right now. With Ernie Stover in custody, we should be able to get access to the Council's database until they change their encryption codes. It'll be a short window of opportunity, but that should still be enough time. When you're ready, ebb in Threnody, and we shall put an end to the Council's murderous plans. Well, it depends. I mean, maybe everything hits a Warshade hard when they're not grouped at level 12. That's certainly possible. But, you know, some of the characters at level 12 are shrugging that stuff off. But these things, yeah, the quantums I learned really quickly. They have to be the first thing to die. Excellent work again on the capture of Lieutenant Stover. He's been most cooperative in exchange for a reduced prison sentence. Using his information and the hard work of Serif's computer scientists, we're now ready. We need you to infiltrate a Council computer center and run a program we've created on their database server, RM-RF ****. Anyone get that reference? I'm going to guess probably not. I will explain. It will infiltrate their network and radically alter a list of peacebringers. Hundreds of superheroes, policemen, and city workers have volunteered to be placed on the list. The council won't know which on the list was altered, but with so many false matches, they won't know who to target. Then we'll need a brave warshade to go in and run the program. All right, we're going to do that. That's in Skyway City, which is where I am, conveniently. RM-RF *** is a Unix command. RM, remove. The arguments are -RF, that's force remove, and do it recursively. In other words, do it on everything in the current directory and everything in lower level directories. And *** matches everything. So RM-RF *** means remove this directory and everything under it. Yep, absolute deletion for everything in this directory and under it. I am, in fact, a computer geek. How did you know? What was the first clue? Oh, stop. That's not fair. Oh, those things are hitting freaking hard, okay? And they also interrupted my teleport, which allowed them to whack me a few more times. This hidden council computer facility ties together several parts of their network. Oh my god, they're running Token Ring! That's an old computer joke. Token Ring was IBM's networking. Oh, it's a really big map again. I don't like the big maps. I like small maps. Big maps make me feel inadequate. Oh, we've got a dude here. He's a quantum, I think. Yes, he is. Did that hurt? I missed. Alright, well, we got them all, but our energy is low. And that's only fair. My energy is low in real life, so, you know. Modify computer and 4 backups to destroy. I do like how they are including the fact that even the Nazi bad guys might have backups. So you need to destroy the backups too. As a computer guy, a little verisimilitude goes a long way. I can assure you just about the most professionally frightened I've been is any time I had to do a restore on data. It's another quantum. Eat fist. Alright, this will be one of the backups, presumably. It is indeed a backup database. Oh, I have to destroy them. We did, I worked with backups for years because I was always in small, or almost always in small teams, and so backups were important. Everyone had to work on the backups. And it didn't matter. We would have testing and verification and off-siting of our backups, and still, every single time I had to restore data, I was fucking sweating bullets. Dead end, I expected that. Nothing quite as nerve-wracking. This facility is the physical backup. This is what happens when you don't keep a physical backup. I couldn't agree with these Nazis more. Don't like Nazis. These guys are right on the nose. Shit. There's too many. I am now not happy. That was too many guys. Let's trade in 3 of these for one of those, because a heal might prove to be useful in here. That is another backup database. And that is a guy I didn't see. In his thoughts, he sees me run in and turn around and start attacking a computer. He's probably figuring, what is that guy doing? And that would be an appropriate response to the good guy doing something stupid. I can assure you, having been around computers, they don't have, like, 20 times more hit points than a person does. This one, on the other hand, can take stupid amounts of damage. We got another one here. I'll park myself here and it'll take some passive damage while I'm going to take a knee. I'll take a knee to get my energy back, and my whirling darkness balls. TM. We'll do a little damage. Then I'll back off. We'll go back to our normal human shape. Right. I don't think we're going to have any more of the backups back here. I am glad I did expected the unlikely and went back in this direction, assuming that there was a pretty good chance that there'd be one back there. I didn't expect all of those. So we now have the computers, the main computers, and one more backup. We had a robot, a tape robot. I think it was $250,000 tape robot. If you ever saw, it was one of the Harrison Ford, Tom Clancy based movies. They show a tape robot, the Storage Tech tape robot, and it held 6,000 tapes. They were IBM 3480 tapes. They're about the size of a paperback, about yay big. And those held 200 megabytes each, which means the entire thing had 1.2 terabytes. And it was the size of this room. Yeah, about the size of the room I'm in. 1.2 terabytes. Science, boys and girls. Technology marches on. There's the last backup. Oh, we've got bad guys first. Oh, I missed. Alright, we got him. I will, once again, stand next to the backup database here as I get my health and energy back and passively let my shadow balls do damage. The Cray supercomputer had 8 disk drives, the size of a washing machine each. That was 30 gigabytes. We need to modify the computer. We're going to change the OS. It's currently running OS 2, and we're going to change it so that it's running Game Boy code. If you're familiar with logic, you have AND, which is this and this, gives you that, right? If it's on and on, then the AND gate is on. If it's or this, or both, and it will be on. There's a thing called a NAND and a NOR, which is just the reverse. The original Cray 1 computer was made with nothing but NAND gates. The entire thing was constructed from logical NAND gates. All the way back in the corner. Well, at least they're kind enough to flag it for me as to where I'm going. Oh, crap. Sorry, dude. You spotted me, and the price you pay for spotting me is deletion. And there's another one of them around somewhere. The designer of the Cray computers, Seymour Cray, for relaxing in his home, he personally dug an enormous series of tunnels on his estate. That's how he would relax, by digging tunnels. I would expect that generally falls into the, well, that's eccentric category. Are we now pointed in the right direction? We are. The computer is back here somewhere. Learned basic COBOL and Fortran in high school and have forgotten all of them except 10. Oh, 10, comma, hello. Yeah. I never learned COBOL. I learned BASIC and Fortran, assembly language. Most of my college education was programmed in Pascal. Later on, a small amount of C programming and a large amount of shell programming. Classes. I took classes in Snowball and Lisp. Actually, the class wasn't in Snowball. Class was in computer languages and included a section on Snowball and Lisp and a couple other what would now be considered obscure languages. Really interesting, though. I mean, Snowball was a string processing language, and Lisp was a language that was primarily recursive. And I was great at Lisp because I was inherently just had a really good grasp. Grisp is what you get when you put a grip and a grasp together. You get a grisp. A really good grasp on how recursive programming works. A lot of people had problems with recursion. To me, it was just an obvious, easy way of programming a lot of stuff. And hello, and welcome. Yes, I got my degree in computer science back before it was much of a thing. It helped me get the interview for my job, but it never really mattered in any of my jobs. Helped me get an interview for the first job. Is there someone else shooting behind me? Ended up becoming a baker, went to culinary art school, not far from where I live. Hey, very cool. Baking in particular is cool. Patisserie, it always seemed a bit too much like science rather than art. Dessert stuff. But baking always seemed to have a very, very strong creative component. At least to me it did. And culinary school, well, yeah, I'm a sucker for food, and I've been to some really great restaurants in my life. French Laundry. Once. Mission complete. Reward merits awarded. Victory is mine. Tell you, a good loaf of bread. Oh my God. A good loaf of bread doesn't need any butter to mess it up. Oh, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm about to fall, aren't I? Tell me, is that a... Yeah, it's a roof full of freaking trolls. Alright, where am I? Monorail. 0.8 of a mile away? Really? Nice French bread. Maybe some brioche. I'm making myself hungry. Why is it trying to send me there? All right, let's check the contact. Shadow Star. Oh, another level. That's level 13. Lucky number 13. It is done. The Council's plans are in disarray. Communications between Warshades and Peacebringers are at an all-time high. And my daughter is safe, at least until she finds some new way to get herself into trouble. You've performed admirably, and I am in your debt. There will be much that will come of this incident. I have spoken with Sunstorm, and we agree that the dangers facing us must be met together. Any remaining enmities between our groups must end. From this point forward, we shall battle together. You will still get missions from me, but both Warshades and Peacebringers will work towards common ends in this day forward. Still, the danger is not past, and I sense that we will face greater threats soon. Speak with me again when you're strong enough. Probably when you're around security level 15, let's say. There will no doubt be more battles for you then. Back to Atlas Park. Gales in Santa Cruz. No, I never hit Gales in Santa Cruz. I haven't been to Santa Cruz for years. I had a friend who lived down there. Retired down there after his Silicon Valley number. After he hit his Silicon Valley lottery number. Ended up buying several houses on the same block. So that he could sell them to people he liked. It's nice to have money. But now I have to check. Hold on. Gale's Bakery and Rosticceria in Capitola. In which case, yeah, it's still there. Yeah, that makes sense, Nod Knox, that you would try and get friends to buy the empty houses. It's so much better to have friends, to have neighbors who are your friends, than neighbors who you're okay with. Montana. Nice. About a year and a half ago, I went to Montana for like 5 or 6 days. A friend of mine owns a place up in trout fishing country. And me and 3 of my high school buddies got together. Some 45 years after graduating. Really pretty. Obviously, unsurprisingly. He's big at trout fishing, so he has a place up there. Let's see, Sunless Mire. I had that. Yes, Dark Detonation. Let's see, we've got 3 there. Where else could we use them? Oh, I think putting another one into Gravity Shield and getting some actual mods in there would probably be good. And we'll toss one into Dark Detonation, I think. Enhancements, manage, gravity shield. Quiet down there. Enhance damage resistance. Enhance damage resistance. Enhance damage resistance. We'll sell all of these first. Yep. Enhance damage resistance. We want enhance damage resistance. Those are purple, I think. Enhance damage resistance. Resist damage. There we go. Grab a couple of those. That ought to help a little bit in reducing the damage we're taking. Flathead Valley, not too far from Glacier. Hey, the place was beautiful. I gotta say that about it. Been using that inspiration generator. Finally got two that sold 100K. Richer is silly at level 10. Yeah, it helps. And I am right there right now myself with 3 open spots. And I got none of the big ones. I got 2 medium-sized ones, which is fine. They can't all be winners. All right, I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I should be back, not tomorrow. Taking tomorrow off because, well, I'm enjoying the fruit of the grain tonight. But I should be back my usual time on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, for more City of Heroes. So I'm changing up the schedule a little bit. I would expect Friday and Saturday will probably be more City of Heroes. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So more City of Heroes probably on Friday and Saturday. Sunday will probably be some Last Epoch content. Monday I'll be off doing a paper and pencil role-playing game with some friends. Tuesday, I will be back for more Last Epoch, and then Wednesday, I'll be starting early at probably 9 p.m. Pacific for Last Epoch's 1.0 launch, from early access to actual launch. If you are an ARPG player, you might want to take a look at Last Epoch. Launches on Wednesday, a week from tonight, and it is in a very good state. Knock on wood, the launch will go relatively smoothly. I should be back on Friday. Usual times. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night goes great. I hope your rest of your week goes smoothly towards the weekend, because you deserve a break today. Wait, that would make a good commercial jingle. So I'm back in a couple of days on Friday. Have a great night tonight. Take care and ciao for now. Good night, guys. Thanks again for hanging out.